What's going on then, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic and had a good weekend. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. Today, I am going to be talking to you about a skill move that I think you should add into your game if you haven't already. Something that I've been using, which I kind of put to the side before because I felt like this one of the skill move was better. But I definitely feel like this one has a time and a place which hopefully can take your game to the next level. If you enjoyed this video, if you find it helpful, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Remember, if you want any of your sneak, please do use FIFA Analyst at checkout. We have just recently signed an extension with Sneak, so thank you all for your support in that. Now, you might be wondering, what is the skill move that you're talking about, Mr. Analyst? Go and show us. And that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and do right now. We're in the arena then, and we're going to be talking to you today about the directional nutmeg. Now, I feel like this has been, it was certainly put to the side a little bit for me because of the bridge, right? We all knew that the bridge was really strong, and that was the one that we wanted to go ahead and use. But the directional nutmeg, I've been using in and around the box and having a lot of success with it. We'll go into some in-game examples in a minute. Now, first of all, you might be saying, well, what is the directional nutmeg? Now, it's similar to the bridge, got added into the game this year, but the difference is that the animation's a little bit quicker than the bridge, so you can use it in the box to kind of burst away, and it's quite simple to do actually. So you can hold the LB and the RB button on Xbox, L1 and R1 on PlayStation, and then all you're going to do is flick the right stick the direction that you want to go. So if you're running forward, like we are there, and we wanted to flick it just to the right slightly, we're going to put that up towards like 2 o'clock. So we're going to push it up towards this way. And that is going to do the directional nutmeg. LB, RB, flick the right stick. Nice and simple. You can use it to go forward. You can use it to go sideways like we do there with Neymar. You can use it to go backwards in a similar way to a Cruyff turn. It can be used in multiple different ways. We're going to go through into the in-game examples in a minute to show you where I think it is most effective on the pitch, but it's certainly something, as you can see, that it's just a little bit quicker than the bridge. It's a little bit harder to read. I certainly enjoy the direct forward, right? The driving run to take the ball past an opponent. Now, obviously, we know the bridge got given a nerf in a sense, and people kind of expect the bridge, right? They're like, that's what people anticipate for a little bit more recently. But you can just see here with Ronaldo how we just flick that right analog stick in that direction, we get that burst of pace, and then we go ahead and get in behind. And this is where you're going to see it used the best. Like, we just get in here, we've got the ball in with Dybala, and then we just lay the ball back in to the middle, and Ribery uses it to drive past that man. Now, in my opinion here, we'll go back and look at this in a second. You guys have been leaving feedback saying let the situations play out before I freeze frame it, so I'm trying my hardest to do that. In this situation here, right, I think a lot of people expect the bridge. Now, the thing is with the bridge, it's just that little bit slower to really do. You're spamming the RB button and then the game takes, you know, half a second or so to do it. But this is where I find the directional nutmeg to really be beneficial and to take your game, you know, to that next level. So what we're going to do in this scenario, just to walk you through it, we're going to make sure that Ribery's facing up the way that we want to go, and then we're going to hold the two bumper buttons, LB and RB, L1 and R1, nice and simple, and then we're going to flick the right stick in the direction that we want to go. This is going to be best, obviously, with, you know, your attacking-minded players with high pace, high agility, high balance, because they just get going and it gets them into a really, really good position, something that I've been enjoying. Now, when I was starting to learn it, I suppose, where I kind of had the troubles was just knowing the timing of it and when to actually input the directional nutmeg. It is a little bit quicker than the bridge, as I've said, so you have got a little bit more of a snapshot sort of time frame to do it, and we'll just kind of go through into the next example here. But that was the one thing that I was struggling with, it was timing it, right? I had to wait for the opponent kind of to commit. So that's what we do here. Ribery, we're close to the opponent, right? If the opponent is too far away, say if he was back here, it wouldn't work. It would be too easy for him to defend. You want them to kind of be not touch tight, but certainly tighter than if they were, you know, 2-3 yards away. But 2-3 yards away, the opponent will just step in and take the ball off you. So you kind of want to wait for them to commit, and you're just going to burst that ball around them. Again, in that sort of scenario, if we went for a bridge, it would have been too slow. It would have been too easy to read for the defender. Obviously, all of these games here in Division Rivals were played, you know, in Division 1, about 2,200 skill range. So these are, you know, good opponents. Look at how he comes and commits here. We can can attack and get into that space in behind. So many times this year, I think people are getting a little bit lost on how to actually drive into this sort of position on the football pitch. And this is the sort of skill move that will just help you enable that. Again, obviously using Ronaldo, that quick burst of pace, running away from it, and getting in behind and getting into that defense. So I think it definitely is something that you guys need to put into your game. I think it is definitely something that is very easy to kind of input. I don't think it's something that should take you too long to pick up, and it does definitely help in many scenarios. Can I say definitely any more times? I don't really know. So yeah, I've been using it. I've been having a lot of success and a lot of joy with it. Now, the other skill move, which obviously a lot of the pros, a lot of the, the top guys are using at the minute, as you can just see Dybala using it there, just to take it past the defender and then getting that shot off. One thing as well, by the way, similar to the bridge, if you ever input a skill move, don't be afraid to just rifle the ball straight after it. The game seems to reward you when you input a skill move, if that makes sense. So yeah, don't be afraid to just go for it, and you will find the back of the net straight up from it a lot of the times. But yeah, one of the things that the pros are using at the minute, obviously, is the ball roll scoop, which is a 5-star skill move, which is a good skill move. It definitely has its time and its place. Obviously, the issue with that is that you need the 5-star skill. While this can be done, with your 4-star, your 3-star, and it just gives you that such burst of pace that I feel like it's definitely helping. I say definitely a lot, don't I? It is helping, beat the 5 at the back meta that we are in at the minute. Question of the day for you. Pop in the comment section, QOD, and then give me your answer. What do you guys think to the 5 at the back meta? Are you for it? Are you against it? Do you get frustrated when an opponent plays the 5 at the back? What's your opinions on 5 at the back at the minute? I think it's a very controversial topic that a lot of people are getting a little bit frustrated with. To me, I'm all for you do what you want to do to win, right? If that's where you want to have your fun, if that's where you have your fun on FIFA, then go ahead and do it that way. But if you want to have more fun, not using a 5 at the back isn't really that fun a lot of the times, obviously, with how it's kind of sat up in defense. But it is really working at the minute. I used a 4-2-3-1 this weekend, went back to the basics and had some success with that, and enjoyed the 4-2-3-1. So yeah, definitely something that definitely someone's got to have counted. Surely someone's got to have counted how many times I've said definitely in this skill move. So anyway, go and use your skill move. Go and practice it. As always, you asked me, how do you practice skill moves? It's literally just rinse and repeat. I spent the whole of Wednesday, Thursday practicing this skill move, getting it down, getting it nailed, getting it to where I know works and where I wanted to use it. That's exactly what you guys need to do. You need to say, right, these next 10 games, I'm going to focus on using the new directional nutmeg. And when you start to practice it, you start to work out this is where it works, this is where it doesn't work, and all of that sort of stuff. Just watching this video won't then put it into your repertoire and make you a world-class player. You have to go and practice it and have to go and, try really and experiment for yourself, and that is the beauty of learning something new. So let me know how you get on with it. If you have any questions down below, please do ask me. Remember, question of the day, are you guys for the 5 at the back meta or against it? Always interesting to hear your thoughts. Thank you all very much for your support on the videos and everything. Greatly appreciated. I think we've hit 225,000 subscribers now, so thank you all for that. And yeah, look after yourselves, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.